I went to the eye doctor today, so I could barely fucking see with those stupid drops. Are you a big guy? It's very hard for me to tell. Can I kick your ass, do you think? Really?
Come on, Steve.
Yeah. It's good to see you brought your family with you this time. Right. You guys, I came a little late. Can I get you anything? Fucking watch, maybe? What are you like? Holy shit, look at this. Cougars all over the place. Alright, nice to see you. Alright, is this your son? I hope not. Fuck me out. Good night. Alright, okay. Alright. Did you read 50 Shades of Grey? Don't fucking lie to me. You've got sparkly tits, you've read it several times. Plus I can see the rope burns on your wrists. Alright, anyway. Oh, thank you. No, I can't fuck with you anymore. Did I embarrass you, young man?
No, not at all.
Want me to go after her all night? Do you want me to go after her all night? Do you want me to go after her all night? Is this your girlfriend? No? Sister? Friend? Friend. They're fucking. You should know that. They work together? Well, they're definitely fucking. Would you like to see her next act? You gotta start applauding, okay? Please welcome to the stage, Luke O'Brien. Get a nice hand,
Thank you, I deserve that. I'd like to start by saying it's really cool to be up here with a guy like Ben Guyatt. I've been watching him on TV my whole life, and I was asking him backstage, what's it like to be a TV star? You know, you're coming up in the whole Hollywood game in the 80s, and then he sneezed and I got high on cocaine. I was like, this shit is off the hook. After being a TV star for like 10 years, Ben Guyatt made the obvious step forward of becoming an AM radio DJ. And after being a TV star, I kind of think that's a little bit like being the best hockey player in Cameroon. But honestly, I do have to say, it's awesome. I'm glad he had me out. I was really psyched about it, because I've only been to this club 4 times before, and every other time I've been to Club 54, it's been to try to have sex with women who are at least 54. It's pretty right. I say that like I even had a chance, but really, for me, sex is like trying to put together a 1,000-piece puzzle, because like most of the time I'm too lazy to try and accomplish it, and then when I'm not, I just underachieve for 3 hours, make a mess on the floor, and take a nap. So I'm not very good with girls, is the point I'm trying to drive across to you beautiful people. Like the other day I was talking to a girl, and I thought she was kind of like making eyes with me, and it turns out she was wondering how I climbed her tree to window level in the dark. You laughed too early. Speaking of things that are creepy, I don't know if you guys read in the news, the puppeteer on Sesame Street that plays Elmo has sex with underage boys. Did anybody at all see that on the news?
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. 2 people saw it, so let's make a joke about it. Basically, the guy who played Elmo, it gets under my skin, because like the same hands that brought Elmo, my beloved Elmo to life, are the same hands that statutorily raped a little boy. I feel like it's going to be really hard to fill those child actor roles on Sesame Street now. They're going to have to start trying to advertise it like how they advertise tar content in cigarette packs. Like Sesame Street, very little chance your son will be molested. But how about this, Sesame Street? Now less chance than ever that you'll end up stark raving mad on the street screaming about how a puppet jerked you off. That one's gross. I don't think they'll actually resort to such childish marketing ploys, but I do know this. It creates a very strange connection between your brain and the phrase "tickle me Elmo." Despite like my horrible persona, my parents are really good, like kind people. They really do a good job of trying to help everybody out. Like my dad runs a charity in Africa, gives water and food to all the people who don't have water and food. And he asked me to go with him on his next trip to Africa. And I'm really psyched to get immersed in the culture, because I've never left North America, you know? So I'm kind of pumped to like ride a lion and cut a little kid's arm off. Contract AIDS and get carried off by a giant ant like the guy in Indiana Jones. And it's funny to me too, because my dad thinks he can spend a whole month with me in fucking the hottest climate in the entire world. He spent 2 days with me last year fishing, and he yelled at me after 2 hours because I accidentally used his loofah in the shower. And I was like, Dad, if you don't like that, you're gonna hate what I do with your electric beard trimmer. Yeah. And after I'm done with my electric beard trimmer, because I aforementioned I'm horrible at talking to women, I usually go and look at, sadly, pornography. And last night I was on this porn site and it really freaked me out because after I checked it out, it was like on Facebook, post to Instagram, and share on Twitter. Well, thank you, pornography website. People think I'm weird enough without my fucking grade 9 volleyball buddies knowing I jerk off to remote skin their bums. That one was hard to say. It's fucked up when technology messes your day up though. Like, the other day I was texting this girl because I was late for picking her up and she was like, oh my god, where are you? I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm honestly 5 minutes away. And the fucking T9 on my phone from the HO and honestly got, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm horny milfs licking my pussies and squirting. And then she texted me back, don't even bother coming, you're disgusting. And I was alright with that because it is pretty gross, but I was like, whose idea was it to get Nana's cell phone? Yeah, I make gross jokes. Get used to it. I don't know if you guys were watching the news. Everyone was all upset with Barack Obama over the fiscal cliff. They were going to hit it, and then some sort of global depression would occur. I don't really care about that because nothing happened. And B, because I love Barack Obama. In one term, he accomplished what George Bush couldn't do in 2. He fucking found and killed Osama bin Laden, and that was like the biggest threat to freedom in the entire world. I was really pumped about it. The only problem I had is they just dumped like this faceless body with a bag over it into the ocean. And I'm sitting there thinking, that's the same thing you did when you caught Megatron. And he came back like 3 years later. Speaking of Barack Obama and America's pastime, I don't know if you guys saw the Jays signed a whole bunch of really good players this offseason. We're probably the best favorite in the whole league for the World Series. That's kind of dope. And I really feel now as I grow up, baseball is a lot like trying to wheel a girl. Because if you see a girl with cold sores on her lip, that's a no-hitter. If you wheel a fat girl, you're not proud of yourself, but it's like a walk, you'll take the base. If you wheel a native girl, that's like you got traded to the Cleveland Indians. Yeah, racism. If you fucking are my age, 22, and you have sex with a girl in high school, you're still playing in the minors. Oh, and if you are the first one of your friends to wheel a black girl, you're like the guy who scouted Jackie Robinson. Which, if you don't know, was the first player in baseball to cross the color barrier, which was an imaginary barrier white people drew between themselves and the real athletes. And it's true, we know it. Name one white athlete, I'll name you 10 black guys that are faster and better. I'm gonna end with this. If an Asian girl licks your butthole, does that make it a Pacific Rim job? How about this one? If a Greek girl licks your butthole, she tossed your Greek salad. See the problem, 10 guys